This is BBC Radio 4. Now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Sunday the 7th of January. There is a warning of gales in Viking. The general synopsis at 1800. Low Fair Isle 1013, expected Viking 1031 by 1800 Sunday. High northeast Shannon 1025, dissipating. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, southerly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 at first in north, becoming cyclonic 4 to 6. Rain or wintry showers, good, occasionally poor. North at Sierra, southerly 5 or 6, backing southeasterly 3 or 4 later. Fair, good. South at Sierra, southeasterly 4 or 5, becoming variable 2 or 3 later. Fair, good. 40s, cyclonic 3 to 5, showers mainly in west and north, good, occasionally poor in west and north. Cromarty, 4th, west or northwest 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4 later, showers, good. Tyne, northwest Dogger, cyclonic 2 to 4, becoming easterly 3 to 5 later, showers, good, occasionally moderate. Southeast Dogger, Fisher, easterly or northeasterly 3 to 5, occasional sleet or snow, good, occasionally poor. German Bight, northeasterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 in south, wintry showers, good, occasionally poor. Humber, Thames, Dover, north or northeast 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in Thames and Dover, showers, wintry at times in east, good, occasionally poor in east. White, Portland, Plymouth, Biscay, north veering northeast 4 to 6, increasing 7 at times in White, showers, thundery at first in South Biscay, good, occasionally moderate. East Trafalgar, variable 3 or less, mainly fair, good. West Trafalgar, southerly or southeasterly 4 to 6, rain at times, perhaps thundery, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Fitzroy, Seoul, southeasterly 4 to 6 in west, but in east variable 2 to 4, becoming easterly 3 to 5 later. Showers in east, rain in west Fitzroy. Good, occasionally moderate in west Fitzroy. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea. Northeast veering east 3 to 5. Showers, good. Shannon, Rockall. Variable 3 or less at first in east, otherwise southeasterly 4 to 6. Fair, good. Malin, Hebrides, variable 2 to 4, becoming southeast 3 to 5 later, showers, good. Bailey, variable 3 or less at first in east, otherwise southeasterly 4 to 6, fair, good. Fair Isle, cyclonic 5 to 7, becoming northeast 3 to 5, showers, good, occasionally moderate. Faroes, north veering south 3 to 5, but becoming variable 2 for a time. Fair, good. Southeast Iceland, variable 2 to 4, becoming southerly 4 to 6, mainly fair, good. And now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree Automatic, north 2, 19 miles, 1026, rising more slowly. Stornoway, northwest by west 3, slight rain, 7 miles, 1025, rising. Lerwick, northwest by west 5, rain, 2 miles, 1018, rising. Wick Automatic, west-northwest 2, 16 miles, 1023, rising. Aberdeen, west-northwest 2, 27 miles, 1024, rising slowly. Lookers, west 3, 30 miles, 1024, rising slowly. Boomer, south by west 2, recent drizzle, 14 miles, 1024, rising slowly. Bridlington, northeast 2, 1023, rising slowly. Sandetti Light Vessel Automatic, north by east 6, 11 miles, 1019. St. Catherine's Point Automatic, northwest by west 3, 1022, rising slowly. Jersey, north by east 4, 22 miles 1021, rising slowly. Channel light vessel automatic, northeast by north 4, 1022. Scilly automatic, north by west 3, 19 miles 1025, rising slowly. Milford Haven, northwest by north 3, recent rain, 1024, rising slowly. Aberporth, north-northeast 3, 22 miles 1024, rising slowly. Valley, north-northeast 2, 16 miles 1024, rising slowly. Liverpool Crosby, northeast 2, mist, 2 miles 1024, rising slowly. Valencia, northeast by east 2, 22 miles 1027, rising slowly. Ronaldsway, north by east 3, 1025, rising slowly. Malin Head, southwest 2, 24 miles 1026, rising slowly. Machrihanish automatic, east-southeast 2, 32 miles 1025, rising slowly. Here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300. The general situation: pressure will continue to rise across the United Kingdom during the next 24 hours, and this will gradually introduce more settled conditions to the coastal waters. Colder conditions then arrive in the south on Monday, bringing wintry showers. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Westerly or northwesterly, veering northerly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 in north, becoming variable 2 to 4 later. Showers, good. Rattray Head to Berwick-upon-Tweed. West or northwest, veering north or northwest later 3 to 5. Fair at first except in far north, otherwise showers, good. Berwick-upon-Tweed to Whitby. Cyclonic, mainly northwest 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 at times. Showers, good, occasionally moderate. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. Easterly or northeasterly 3 or 4, occasionally 5 at first and south, becoming variable 2 at times in north. Showers, good. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Northerly veering northeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in south. Showers, perhaps wintry later. Good, occasionally moderate. North Foreland to Selsybill. Northerly veering northeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in east. Showers, good, occasionally moderate in east. Selsybill to Lyme Regis. North 3 or 4, veering northeast 4 to 6. Showers, then mainly fair, good. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. Northerly at first in east, otherwise northeasterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 in east and 3 in west. Showers, then mainly fair, good. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. North veering east or northeast 3 to 5. Showers, good. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel. North or northeast veering east or northeast 3 to 5, but becoming variable 3 or less for a time. Showers, good. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway. East or northeast 2 to 4, becoming variable 3 or less for a time. Showers for a time, good. Isle of Man. North or northeast, veering east or northeast later 3 or 4. Fair, good. Lochfoyle to Carlingford Loch. North or northeast 2 to 4, veering east or southeast 3 to 5 later. Showers, good. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Northerly or northeasterly, becoming variable 1 to 3, becoming easterly or northeasterly 3 or 4 later. Mainly fair, good. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. Variable 3 or less, becoming east or northeast 2 to 4, veering east or southeast 3 to 5 later. Showers then fair, good. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. North or northwest, veering northeast 2 to 4, then veering east 3 or 4 later. Showers, then fair. Good. And Shependals. North or northwest 5 or 6, occasionally 7 at first, veering northeast 3 to 5 later. Showers. Good, occasionally moderate at first. That completes the shipping bulletin and indeed brings us to the end of our schedule for the day. As ever, we'll be letting the equipment cool down for a few hours here at Radio 4 as we hand over this frequency to our colleagues at the BBC World Service. On Radio 4 Extra, in just a moment, Temporary Shelter, an award-winning play, first broadcast in 1984 and starring Roy Kinnear. And on Radio 3, there's choral music from Copenhagen with the Danish National Vocal Ensemble. Radio 4 opens up again at 5:20. In the meantime, thanks, as ever, for your company. For me, Ron Brown, here at Broadcasting House in London, Vidge Alice in the newsroom, and everyone at Radio 4, do have a restful night. Good night.
BBC News at midday. Rishi Sunak has confirmed the government is looking at legal options to help clear the names of sub-postmasters who were wrongly convicted as a result of the Horizon IT scandal. More than 700 of them were found guilty because of faulty accounting software. Fewer than 100 have had their convictions overturned. The Prime Minister said his Justice Secretary was considering options, including whether the Post Office should be stripped of its role in the appeals process. King Abdullah of Jordan has warned the US of catastrophic repercussions if Israel's military campaign in Gaza continues. He told the visiting US Secretary of State Antony Blinken that Washington should put pressure on Israel to agree to a ceasefire. Thousands of RMT workers on the London Underground will begin a walkout this evening, which will see little to no services run this week. The stoppage is part of an ongoing row over pay and working conditions. The tennis star Rafael Nadal has pulled out of the Australian Open with a muscle tear. The Spaniard has been trying to make a comeback after a year out of the game because of injury. That's the BBC News. Now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 1130 on Sunday the 7th of January. The general synopsis at 0600, low Viking 1021 losing its identity. High West Scotland 1031 dissipating. The area forecast for the next 24 hours, Viking, cyclonic 4 to 6, occasionally 7 at first, becoming west or southwest 2 to 4 later. Showers, wintry at first, good, occasionally poor. Norfolk Sierra, southerly or southeasterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 at first, fair, good. Southwark Sierra, easterly or southeasterly 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4, fair, good. Forties, cyclonic 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4, showers, good, occasionally poor. Cromarty, 4th, north or northwest 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4, showers, good. Tyne, northwest Dogger, variable 2 to 4, becoming easterly 3 to 5 later, showers, good, occasionally poor at first. Southeast Dogger, Fisher, German Bight, easterly or northeasterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 in South German Bight, becoming variable 2 to 4 later in Fisher. Wintry showers in German Bight, good, occasionally poor in German Bight. Humber, Thames, Dover, White, northeast 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in Thames and Dover. Showers turning to sleet or snow later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor later. Portland, Plymouth, Biscay, east or northeast 4 to 6, showers, good, occasionally moderate. Fitzroy, Seoul, variable 2 to 4 in east at first, otherwise easterly or southeasterly 4 to 6. Showers, rain in West Fitzroy, good, occasionally poor in West Fitzroy. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, variable 2 to 4, becoming east 4 to 6. Showers, good. Shannon, Rockall, south or southeast 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later in west, perhaps gale 8 later in west. Fair, good. Malin, Hebrides, variable 3 or less, becoming southeast 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later, mainly fair, good. Bailey, south or southeast 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later in west, fair, good. Fair Isle, north 4 to 6, becoming variable 2 to 4, then west or southwest later. Showers, good, good. Faroes, variable 2 to 4, becoming south or southwest 4 or 5 later, fair, good. Southeast Iceland, southerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, mainly fair, good.
It's healthy and delicious, restores biodiversity and captures carbon. I'm talking about seaweed, but it's one of our least tapped resources. There's so far only a handful of seaweed farms across the country. And the food programme in half an hour will be asking why.
This is BBC Radio 4, now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Tuesday the 9th of January. There is a warning of gales in Fitzroy. The general synopsis at 1800. High Norway 1042, expected Faroes 1042 by 1800 Tuesday. Low 1016 Trafalgar, losing its identity by same time. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, north at Sierra. Variable 2 to 4, becoming northerly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later. Showers, good. South at Sierra. Northerly or northwesterly 3 to 5, increasing 6 at times. Showers, good. 40s. Variable 2 to 4, becoming north 3 to 5. Showers, good. Cromarty. Variable 2 to 4, mainly fair, with fog patches at first in Inner Murray Firth. Good, occasionally very poor at first in Inner Murray Firth. Forth, east backing northeast 2 to 4, occasionally 5 later. Showers, good. Tyne, Dogger, easterly backing northeasterly later 3 to 5, occasionally 6 at first in south. Showers later, good. Fisher, northwesterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 at first in north, becoming variable 2 to 4 later. Showers, good. German Bight, easterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 at first in south, becoming variable 2 to 4 in north. Mainly fair, good. Humber, Thames, Dover, east or northeast 5 to 7, occasionally 4 later. Mainly fair, good. White, Portland, Plymouth, easterly or northeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in north. Wintry showers, good, occasionally very poor. Biscay, east 3 to 5, showers, good. Trafalgar, South Fitzroy, cyclonic 3 to 5, becoming north or northwest 2 to 4 later. Occasional rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. North Fitzroy, Seoul, easterly or southeasterly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later in North Fitzroy. Occasional rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, east 5 to 7, showers, wintry at first, good, occasionally poor at first. Shannon, Rocco, southeast backing east later in Shannon 5 to 7, showers, good, occasionally moderate. Malin, Hebrides, southeast 3 to 5, occasionally 6 at first in Malin, fair, good. Bailey, southerly or southeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 at first in west, fair, good. Fair Isle, southeast Faroes, variable 2 to 4, mainly fair, good. Northwest Faroes, southeast Iceland, southwesterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 at first in southeast Iceland, fair, good. Here are the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree Automatic, southeast 4, recent rain, 35 miles, 1039, rising slowly. Stornoway, north-northwest 1, 22 miles, 1040, rising slowly. Lerwick, west-southwest 1, more than 38 miles, 1041, rising slowly. Wick Automatic, west by south 1, 16 miles, 1041, now falling. Aberdeen, north 1, recent rain, 2 miles, 1042, now falling. Lookers, east by south 2, 35 miles, 1041, steady. Boomer, east by north 4, 12 miles, 1040, steady. Bridlington, east by north 6, 1037, steady. Sandetti light vessel automatic, east by north 6, 11 miles 1030. St. Catherine's Point automatic, northeast by east 3, 1029, falling slowly. Jersey, east by south 4, 13 miles 1027, falling slowly. Channel light vessel automatic, northeast by east 6, 1027. Scilly automatic, east-northeast 6, 14 miles 1028, falling slowly. Milford Haven, northeast by east 3, 19 miles 1032, falling slowly. Aberporth, northeast by east 5, slight rain, 22 miles 1032, falling slowly. Valley, east-northeast 5, 16 miles 1035, falling slowly. Liverpool Crosby, northeast by north 2, 14 miles 1036, now rising. Valencia, east by south 2, 27 miles 1031, falling slowly. Ronaldsway, east 6, 1037, now falling. Malin Head, southeast by east 4, 24 miles 1038, rising slowly. Machrihanish automatic, east by south 4, more than 38 miles 1038, now falling. Here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300. The general situation: high pressure currently centred over Norway will migrate slowly eastwards and maintain a strong and cold easterly flow over southern parts of the United Kingdom throughout tonight, with wintry showers clearing the far southern and western coastal waters by Tuesday afternoon. Elsewhere, winds are lighter and conditions are more settled, with showers affecting northeastern parts at times. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. South or southwest becoming variable 2 to 4. Mainly fair, but with fog patches at first in Inner Murray Firth. Good, occasionally very poor at first in Inner Murray Firth. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed. East or southeast backing northeast 2 to 4, occasionally 5 later. Showers. Good. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby. East backing northeast later 3 or 4, occasionally 5 at first. Showers. Good. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. East 4 to 6, occasionally 7 at first. Mainly fair. Good. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Easterly or northeasterly 5 to 7. Fair. Good. North Foreland to Selsybill. Easterly or northeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in south. Mainly fair. Good. Selsybill to Lyme Regis. Easterly or northeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in south. Wintry showers at first. Good, occasionally very poor at first. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. Easterly or northeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in south. Wintry showers. Good, occasionally very poor. Land's End to St. David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. East or northeast 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in Bristol Channel. Wintry showers at first. Good, occasionally very poor at first. St. David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St. George's Channel. Easterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later. Wintry showers at first in south. Good, occasionally poor at first in south. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway. Easterly or northeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 near Great Orme Head and 3 in north. Fair. Good. Isle of Man. East 5 or 6. Fair. Good. Lochfoyle to Carlingford Loch. East or southeast 4 or 5, occasionally 6 at first and 3 later. Fair. Good. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Easterly or southeasterly, backing northeasterly later 3 to 5, occasionally 6 at first in the North Channel. Fair. Good. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. Easterly or southeasterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 at first and far south. Mainly fair. good. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath, southerly or southeasterly 2 to 4, occasionally 5 at first and south, mainly fair, good. And Shetland Isles, west or southwest, veering north or northwest later 2 to 4, mainly fair, good. And that completes the shipping bulletin.
So the heart begins to beat. This is in 5 to 6 weeks.
Yes, I'm India Raxon, and I want to tell you the tale of our beginnings.
These are human embryos.
This alchemical miracle.
In the very center, you should see a round, darker structure.
Oh, yeah.
Because this ordinary but most extraordinary life event shapes all of us. And how we develop, arrive, and grow tells us so much about our world.
I don't think we nurture parents enough as a society.
Child, with me, India Raxon, on BBC Sound and Radio 4, starts this Friday afternoon at 2:45.
With that, we've reached the end of another day here at Radio 4. If you're staying up, stay tuned to this frequency for the latest news from the BBC World Service, followed by Business Matters. On Radio 4 Extra in a moment, a whodunit from 1980, starring Ian Carmichael as Lord Peter Wimsey. And on Radio 3, Through the Night is underway with Jonathan Swain. In the next hour or so, featuring piano pieces by Brahms, Beethoven and Chopin. As ever, thanks for being with us here at Radio 4. From me, Ron Brown, Charles Carroll in the newsroom, and everyone here at Broadcasting House in London, do have a restful and hopefully warm night. Good night.
And now on BBC Radio 4, the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Friday the 12th of January. There are warnings of gales in South Atsira, Fisher, Bailey, Fair Isle, Faroes and Southeast Iceland. The general synopsis at 1800. High Fair Isle 1045, expected Shannon 1037 by 1800 Friday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, North Atsira. Northerly backing westerly or northwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later, perhaps gale 8 later in Viking. Fair, then occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. South Atsira. Northerly or northwesterly 6 to gale 8, backing westerly 5 to 7 later, occasional rain later, good, occasionally moderate. 40s. North backing northwest 4 to 6, then west 5 to 7 later. Occasional rain later, good, occasionally moderate. Cromarty 4th. North or northwest 2 to 4, backing west or southwest 3 to 5, increasing 5 to 7 later, mainly fair, good. Tyne Dogger. North or northwest, backing west later 4 to 6, fair, good. Fisher. North or northwest 6 to gale 8, mainly fair, good. German Bight, Humber, Thames. Northerly backing westerly or northwesterly later 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in North German Bight, mainly fair, good. Dover, White, Portland, Plymouth, Biscay. East or northeast 4 to 6, mainly fair, good. Trafalgar, Fitzroy, Seoul. Easterly or southeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later in Trafalgar and southwest Fitzroy. Occasional rain later, good, occasionally poor later. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, Shannon. East or northeast 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4 in Irish Sea, fair, good. Rockall, Malin. Variable 2 to 4, becoming westerly or southwesterly 4 to 6 in north and later throughout Malin. Occasional rain later, good, occasionally poor later. Hebrides, southwest 2 to 4, increasing 5 to 7, veering northwest 4 to 6 later, fair, then occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. Bailey, southwest 4 to 6, increasing 7, a gale 8 for a time, veering northwest later, occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. Fair Isle, Faroes, variable 2 to 4 at first in Fair Isle, otherwise westerly or southwesterly, veering northwesterly later, 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later in northeast. Fair, then occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. And southeast Iceland, westerly or southwesterly 5 or 6, increasing 7 or gale 8, veering northwesterly 5 to 7 later, occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. And now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300 on the 12th of January. Tyree automatic. North 1, more than 38 miles at 1044, falling slowly. Stornoway. West by north 2, more than 38 miles at 1043, falling slowly. Lerwick. Northwest 3, more than 38 miles at 1040, falling slowly. Wick automatic, west 1, 16 miles at 1042, falling slowly. Aberdeen, northwest 3, 22 miles at 1042, falling slowly. Lukers, north-northwest 1, 22 miles at 1043, now falling. Boomer, north by west 3, 14 miles at 1042, steady. Bridlington, north-northeast 4, 1039, steady. Sand Lady light vessel automatic, northeast 5, 11 miles 1035. Greenwich light vessel automatic, 5 miles 1036. St. Catherine's Point automatic, east by north 2, 1037, now falling. Jersey, northeast by east 4, 16 miles 1036, now falling. Channel light vessel automatic, northeast by east 5, 1037. Scilly automatic, east by north 4, 14 miles 1038, rising slowly. Milford Haven, northeast by north 2, 12 miles 1040, rising slowly. Aberporth, northeast by east 4, 22 miles 1041, rising slowly. Valley, northeast 3, 19 miles 1041, rising more slowly. Liverpool Crosby, northeast 1, 13 miles 1041, now falling. Valentia, southeast 1, 16 miles 1042, now falling. Ronaldsway, northeast 3, 1042, now falling. Malin east 2, 27 miles 1044, falling slowly. And Machrihanish automatic, north-northeast 1, more than 38 miles 1044, falling slowly. And here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Friday the 12th of January. The general situation. High pressure centred to the west of Scotland will bring settled conditions to much of the inshore waters. However, strong west or northwesterly winds develop through Friday for Scottish waters, with a risk of gales across the far north. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Variable 2 to 4, becoming westerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later, perhaps gale 8 for a time later in north. Fair, then drizzle in north, then occasional rain throughout later. Moderate or good, occasionally poor later. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed. Northwesterly, backing westerly or southwesterly 3 or 4, increasing 5 or 6 later. Occasional rain later, good, occasionally moderate later. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby. North 4 or 5, backing northwest 2 to 4, then west 3 to 5 later, mainly fair, good. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. North 3 or 4, occasionally 5 at first, backing west later, fair, good. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Northerly or northeasterly 3 to 5, backing westerly or northwesterly 3 or 4 later, fair, good. North Foreland to Selsey Bill. Northerly or northeasterly 4 or 5, decreasing 3 at times later, fair, good. Chelsea-Bill to Lyme Regis, northeast 4 or 5, decreasing 2 or 3 later, fair, good. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly, northeasterly 3 to 5, fair, good. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel, east or northeast 2 to 4, occasionally 5 at first, fair, good. St David's Head, the Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel, east or northeast 3 or 4, becoming variable, mainly north 1 to 3, fair, good. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway, east or northeast 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less, then west or northwest 2 to 4 later, fair, good. Isle of Man, northeast 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less, then west or northwest 3 or 4 later, fair, good. Lochfoyle to Carlingford Loch, easterly or northeasterly 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less, then northwesterly 3 or 4 later, occasionally 5 later in north, fair, good. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel, northeasterly 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less, then westerly or northwesterly 3 to 5 later, fair, good. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point, variable 3 or less, becoming west 4 or 5 later, occasionally 6 later in north, occasional rain later, good, occasionally moderate later. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath, variable 3 or less, becoming westerly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in north, veering northwesterly 4 or 5 later in north, fair, then occasional drizzle, then rain later, moderate or good, occasionally poor later. And Shetland Isles, northwest 4 or 5, backing west 5 to 7, veering northwest 6 to gale 8 later, fair, then occasional drizzle, then rain for a time later, moderate or good, occasionally poor later. And that completes the shipping forecast. Well, looking ahead to later this afternoon, new 5-part thriller. Maita is searching for her father who has disappeared, and when she goes to the docks where he works, she discovers he's not the only thing that's gone missing. Cobalt begins this afternoon at 2:15. Well, that's it for another day here on BBC Radio 4. On behalf of my colleague Charles Carroll in the newsroom, and myself, Al Ryan, here in Broadcasting House, if you have been, thanks for listening. Have a safe, quiet and peaceful night. Good night. Ihawa.
This is BBC Radio 4. Now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Friday the 19th of January. There are warnings of gales in Viking, North at Sierra, South at Sierra, Forties, Cromarty, Forth, Dogger, Fisher, German Bight, Trafalgar, Seoul, Shannon, Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, Fair Isle and South East Iceland. The general synopsis at 1800. Low just south of Iceland, 999, losing its identity by 1800 Friday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, North at Sierra, South at Sierra. Northwesterly 6 to gale 8, becoming cyclonic 3 to 5, occasionally 6 in South at Sierra. Snow showers, good, occasionally very poor. Forties, Cromarty. Westerly or northwesterly 6 to gale 8, decreasing 4 or 5 for a time. Squally showers, wintry at first. Good, occasionally very poor at first. Forth, Tyne, Dogger, Fisher, German Bight. Northwest backing west or southwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 except in Tyne. Snow showers, then rain later. Good, occasionally very poor at first. Humber, Thames. Northwesterly backing westerly later 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in North Humber. Wintry showers at first. Good, occasionally poor at first. Dover, White, Portland, Plymouth. North or northwest 2 to 4, backing south or southwest 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later in Plymouth. Fair, good. Biscay, northeast veering east or southeast 4 to 6, showers in south, good. Trafalgar, northerly in north, but westerly or northwesterly in south, 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 in far southeast. Showers until later. Good, occasionally moderate. Southeast Fitzroy, northeasterly 5 to 7, fair, good. Northwest Fitzroy, Sole, easterly 3 to 5, veering southwesterly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later in Sole. Rain later, good, occasionally poor later. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, cyclonic, mainly northwest 3 to 5, becoming southwest 5 to 7, perhaps gale 8 later. Fair, good. Shannon, Rockall, Malin, west or southwest 5 to 7, backing south or southwest 6 to gale 8 later, perhaps severe gale 9 later. Showers, then rain later. Good, occasionally poor later. Hebrides, Bailey, Fair Isle, Faroes. Cyclonic, mainly west or northwest 5 to 7, increasing gale 8 at times. Squally showers, wintry at first. Good, occasionally very poor. Southeast Iceland, cyclonic 5 to 7, becoming southeasterly 6 to gale 8, perhaps severe gale 9 later. Snow showers, then rain later. Good, occasionally very poor. Light icing in west. We turn now to the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree Automatic, west-northwest 4, 22 miles, 1012, now rising. Stornoway, southwest 3, recent precipitation, more than 38 miles, 1008, falling slowly. Lerwick, northwest by west 5, recent precipitation, 24 miles, 1001, rising more slowly. Wake Automatic, west by south 4, slight drizzle and rain, 6 miles, 1005, falling slowly. Aberdeen, west 4, 19 miles, 1008, rising slowly. Lookers, west by south 4, more than 38 miles, 1010, rising slowly. Boomer, west by south 4, 16 miles, 1012, rising more slowly. Bridlington, west 3, 1012, rising more slowly. Sandetti Light Vessel Automatic, northwest 5, 11 miles, 1016. St. Catherine's Point Automatic, northwest 2, 1018, rising more slowly. Jersey, northeast by north 1, 24 miles, 1019, rising. Channel Light Vessel Automatic, north 3, 1018. Scilly Automatic, north by west 2, 22 miles, 1020, rising slowly. Milford Haven, northwest by north 3, 24 miles, 1019, rising slowly. Aberporth, northwest by west 3, more than 38 miles, 1018, rising slowly. Valley, west-northwest 3, 19 miles, 1017, rising slowly. Liverpool Crosby, northwest 4, 16 miles, 1016, rising slowly. Valencia, northeast by east 2, 24 miles, 1020, rising slowly. Ronaldsway, west by north 3, 1016, now falling. Malin Head, southwest 5, slight showers, 7 miles, 1014, rising slowly. Machrihanish Automatic, southwest 5, slight drizzle and rain, 1.5 miles, 1014, now falling. Here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300. The general situation: a cold northwesterly airflow is currently bringing sleet and snow showers and strong winds, especially to the north and east, where there are gales in places. A ridge of high pressure will move eastwards across southern parts during Friday, giving largely settled conditions for southern waters. Then a milder southwesterly airflow will develop across the United Kingdom later on Friday and into Saturday, bringing rain and strong to gale force winds. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. West or southwest 4 to 6, increasing 7 at times. Squally snow showers, then rain or sleet showers. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first and poor later. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed. West or southwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 at first near Rattray Head. Snow showers, mainly in north, then rain or sleet showers later. Good, occasionally very poor at first in north. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby. Westerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in north. Mainly fair. Good. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. Northwesterly backing southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in north. Mainly fair. Good. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Westerly or northwesterly backing southwesterly 4 to 6. Mainly fair. Good. North Foreland to Selsey Bill. Northwesterly 3 or 4, occasionally 5 at first near North Foreland. Backing westerly or southwesterly 2 to 4. Mainly fair. Good. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis. Northwest backing southwest 2 to 4, occasionally 5 later. Fair. Good. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. Variable 3 or less, becoming southwest 3 to 5. Wintry showers at first in west. Good, occasionally poor at first in west. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. North or northwest 3 or 4, backing southwest 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later. Showers in west, perhaps wintry. Good, occasionally poor at first in west. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel. Northwest backing southwest 3 to 5, then increasing 6 or 7 later. Fair. Good. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway. West 3 to 5, backing southwest 5 to 7. Fair. Good. Isle of Man. West 4 or 5, soon backing west or southwest 5 or 6, increasing southwest 6 or 7 later. Fair. Good. Lochfoyle to Carlingford Loch. West 3 to 5, backing southwest 5 to 7. Wintry showers. Good, occasionally poor. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Westerly backing southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later. Wintry showers becoming fair later. Good, occasionally poor at first. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. West 5 or 6, backing south or southwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later. Showers. Good, occasionally moderate. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. Westerly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 in north, backing southerly, southwesterly 4 to 6, then increasing 7 or gale 8 later. Squally sleet or snow showers, then rain showers. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. And Shetland Isles. Northwest 6 to gale 8, becoming cyclonic 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later. Sleet or snow showers, squally at first. Good, occasionally very poor. That completes the shipping bulletin. Thanks for being with us here at Radio 4. From me, Ron Brown, Neil Nunes in the newsroom, and everyone here at Broadcasting House in London, a warm and peaceful night. Good night.
Now on BBC Radio 4, the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Tuesday the 23rd of January. There are warnings of gales in all areas except Biscay and Trafalgar. The general synopsis at 1800. Low 900 miles west of Seoul, 968, expected just west of Bailey, 961, by 1800 Tuesday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, north at Sierra, south at Sierra. Westerly or northwesterly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 except in north at Sierra, decreasing 3 to 5, backing southerly or southeasterly 7 to severe gale 9 later. Showers, rain later, moderate or good, becoming poor later. 40s, Cromarty, 4th time, Dogger. West backing south or southwest 6 to gale 8, decreasing 5 for a time, occasionally severe gale 9 later. Rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Fisher, German Bight, Humber, Thames. West backing southwest 6 to gale 8, decreasing 5 for a time, perhaps severe gale 9 later. Showers, rain later. Moderate or good, occasionally poor later. Dover, White, Portland, Plymouth. West 4 to 6, backing southwest 6 to gale 8, perhaps severe gale 9 later, except in Plymouth. Showers, then rain or drizzle. Good, occasionally poor. Biscay, west 3 to 5, backing southwest 4 to 6, drizzle in north, moderate or good. Trafalgar, easterly or northeasterly 3 to 5 in south, variable 2 to 4 in north. Fair, good, occasionally poor in north. Southeast Fitzroy, southwesterly 4 to 6, drizzle, good, occasionally poor. Northwest Fitzroy, Seoul, southwesterly 6 to gale 8, rain or drizzle, moderate or poor. Lundy, Fastnet, west or southwest 4 to 6, increasing 7 to severe gale 9, rain or showers, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Irish Sea, west backing south or southwest 6 to gale 8, occasionally 5 at first, and severe gale 9 later, rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Shannon, Rockall, south or southeast 6 to gale 8, veering southwest 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 later, rain then showers, moderate or poor. Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, west 4 to 6, backing southeast 7 to severe gale 9, veering southwest later, occasionally storm 10 later, except in Bailey, rain or showers, moderate or poor. Fair Isle, Faroes, northwest 6 to gale 8, backing southeast 4 to 6, then increasing 7 to severe gale 9, veering southwest 6 to gale 8 later, rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Southeast Iceland, cyclonic 4 to 6, increasing 7 to severe gale 9 later, showers then rain, good, occasionally poor. Now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree automatic, west-northwest 5, 7 miles, 1006, rising more slowly. Stornoway, west by north 4, 11 miles, 1000, rising more slowly. Lerwick, west by north 4, 16 miles, 988, rising very rapidly. Wick automatic, west-northwest 6, recent rain, 7 miles, 996, rising very rapidly. Aberdeen, west by north 5, 14 miles, 999, rising very rapidly. Leuchars, west by north 5, 22 miles, 1003, rising very rapidly. Boomer, west by south 5, 16 miles, 1004, rising quickly. Bridlington, west-southwest 5, 1008, rising. Sandetti light vessel automatic, west by south 7, 5 miles, 1019. St. Catherine's Point automatic, west 5, 1022, rising. Jersey, west by north 4, mist, 5 miles, 1026, rising slowly. Channel light vessel automatic, northwest 6, 1024. Scilly automatic, southwest by west 4, mist, 3 miles, 1025, now falling. Milford Haven, west 5, 9 miles, 1021, rising. Aberporth, west by south 5, 9 miles, 1021, rising quickly. Valley, southwest by west 5, 3 miles, 1017, rising quickly. Liverpool Crosby, west 6, mist, 2 miles, 1015, rising quickly. Valencia, south by west 3, 7 miles, 1018, falling slowly. Ronaldsway, west by south 5, 1014, rising quickly. Malin Head, west by south 6, slight rain, 4 miles, 1010, rising quickly. And Machrihanish automatic. West 6, recent rain. 5 miles, 1010, rising quickly. Here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Monday the 22nd of January. The general situation: winds will gradually ease as a transient ridge moves across from the west during tonight. More rain and gales, or severe gales, will follow on Tuesday as Storm Jocelyn moves across the British Isles. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. West backing southeast 6 to gale 8, decreasing 4 or 5 for a time at first, then veering southwest later, occasionally severe gale 9 later. Rain or squally showers, good, occasionally poor. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed. West backing southeast 6 to gale 8, decreasing 4 or 5 for a time at first, then veering southwest later, occasionally severe gale 9 later. Rain or squally showers, good, occasionally poor. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby. West backing south 6 to gale 8, decreasing 4 or 5 for a time at first, then veering southwest later, occasionally severe gale 9 later. Fair, then rain, then showers later. Good, becoming moderate or poor for a time. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. West backing south 5 to 7, decreasing 4 for a time at first, then veering southwest 6 to gale 8 later. Fair, then rain, then showers later. Good, becoming moderate or poor for a time. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Westerly 5 to 7, backing southerly 4 to 6, veering southwesterly 6 to gale 8 later. Fair, then rain at times. Good, occasionally poor later. North Foreland to Selsybill. Westerly 4 to 6, backing southwesterly 6 to gale 8, perhaps severe gale 9 later. Fair, then rain at times. Good, occasionally poor later. Selsybill to Lyme Regis. West 4 to 6, backing southwest 6 to gale 8. Fair, then rain or drizzle at times. Good, occasionally poor. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. West 4 to 6, backing southwest 6 to gale 8. Rain, drizzle or showers. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. Westerly 4 to 6, backing southwesterly 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 later in northwest. Rain, drizzle or showers. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel. West or southwest 4 to 6, backing south 6 to gale 8, veering southwest 7 to severe gale 9 later. Mainly fair, then rain, then showers later. Moderate or good, becoming poor for a time. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway. West 5 to 7, backing south 4 or 5, then increasing 6 to gale 8, veering southwest 7 to severe gale 9 later. Rain or showers. Good, occasionally poor. Isle of Man. West or southwest 5 to 7, backing south 6 or 7, veering southwest 7 or gale 8 later. Rain or drizzle for a time. Good, becoming moderate or poor for a time. Lochfoyle to Carlingford Loch. West or southwest 4 to 6, backing south 6 to gale 8, veering southwest 7 to severe gale 9 later. Rain or squally showers. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Westerly 4 to 6, backing southerly 6 to gale 8, veering southwesterly 7 to severe gale 9 later. Rain or squally showers. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. West 4 to 6, backing southeast 6 to gale 8, veering southwest 7 to severe gale 9 later, perhaps storm 10 later. Rain or squally showers. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. West 5 to 7, occasionally 4 at first, backing south or southeast 7 to severe gale 9, then veering west or southwest later. Rain or squally showers. Moderate or poor, occasionally good. Shetland Isles. Northwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 at first, backing southeast 4 to 6, increasing 7 to severe gale 9 later, then veering southwest 6 to gale 8 later. Rain or squally showers, moderate or good, occasionally poor. That completes the shipping bulletin. And that brings us to the ends of the day. Thank you very much for listening. This is Ron Brown, wishing you a very peaceful night. Good night.
And now on BBC Radio 4, the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Wednesday the 24th of January. There are warnings of gales in all areas except Biscay, Trafalgar, Fitzroy and Seoul. The general synopsis at 1800. Low northwest Bailey 962 moving rapidly east-northeastwards and losing its identity. The area forecast for the next 24 hours. Viking north at Sierra, south at Sierra. Southwesterly veering northwesterly 6 to gale 8, increasing severe gale 9 for a time, except in northern north at Sierra. Perhaps storm 10 later, except in northern north at Sierra. Squally showers, moderate or good, occasionally poor. 40s, Cromarty, 4th, Tyne, Dogger. Southwest, veering west, 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 in 40s and Cromarty, decreasing 4 to 6 later. Squally showers, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Fisher, German Bight. Southwest, veering west, 7 to severe gale 9, perhaps storm 10 later in Fisher. Rain, then showers, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Humber, Thames, Dover. West or southwest, 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 4 to 6. Rain, then mainly fair, moderate or good. White, Portland, Plymouth. West or southwest, 6 to gale 8, decreasing 3 to 5. Occasional rain or drizzle, good, occasionally poor. Biscay. Southwesterly 4 to 6 in north, variable 2 to 4 in south. Drizzle in north, moderate or good, occasionally poor in north. Trafalgar. Mainly variable 2 to 4, but easterly 5 to 7 in far southeast. Mainly fair, good, occasionally poor in northeast. Fitzroy, Seoul. Westerly or southwesterly, mainly 4 to 6, but 7 at first in northeast Seoul, then backing southerly later. Occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or poor, occasionally good. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea. West or southwest 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 4 to 6, backing south 3 to 5 later. Showers, then rain in Lundy and Fastnet, good, occasionally poor. Shannon, Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey. Westerly or northwesterly 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 at first, except in Shannon, backing southwesterly 4 to 6, increasing 7 later in West Bailey. Squally showers, moderate or poor. Fair Isle, Faroes. Southwest 6 to gale 8, veering northwest gale 8 to storm 10, backing southwest 5 to 7 later. Squally showers, moderate or good, occasionally poor. And southeast Iceland. Cyclonic 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 at first in east, becoming southwesterly 5 to 7, squally showers, moderate or good, occasionally poor. And now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300 on the 23rd of January. Tyree, automatic, west by south, 7, rain, 2 miles, 985, rising. Stornoway, west-southwest, 6, recent precipitation, 7 miles, 975, rising slowly. Lerwick, southwest, 6, slight rain, 4 miles, 972, falling more slowly. Wick, automatic, southwest, 5, slight rain, 3 miles, 976, falling more slowly. Aberdeen, southwest by west, 6, rain, 7 miles, 982, falling more slowly. Lucas, west-southwest, 7, rain, 3 miles, 986, now rising. Boomer, southwest by west, 7, recent precipitation, 12 miles, 991, falling more slowly. Bridlington, southwest, 5, 998, rising slowly. Sand Eddy light vessel, automatic, southwest 9, 2 miles at 1014. St. Catherine's Point, automatic, west-southwest 8 at 1016, now rising. Jersey, southwest 6, 13 miles at 1023, now falling. Channel light vessel, automatic, west 7 at 1020. Scilly, automatic, west-southwest 6, mist 3 miles at 1020, rising. Milford Haven, west by south 7, mist 3 miles at 1012, rising. Aberporth, southwest by west 9, mist 4 miles at 1010, rising. Valley, southwest by west 7, mist 3 miles at 1005, rising. Liverpool Crosby, southwest by west 8, mist 2 miles at 1003, rising slowly. Valencia, west-southwest 6, mist 3 miles at 1014, rising quickly. Ronaldsway, southwest by west 7, 999, rising. Malin Head, west-southwest 8, recent drizzle 3 miles 992, rising. And Machrihanish, automatic, west by west 8, recent precipitation 3 miles 992, rising slowly. And here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Tuesday the 23rd of January. The general situation: Storm Johnston will continue to bring gale or severe gale force winds to many coastal parts of the United Kingdom overnight, especially across Scotland, where there'll be storm force winds for a while in the north and west. The winds will gradually ease during the course of Wednesday as pressure rises from the west. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Southwest 6 to gale 8, veering west or northwest 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 at first, backing southwest 4 to 6 later. Squally showers, perhaps thundery at first, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Rattray Head to Berwick-upon-Tweed. Southwest 6 to gale 8, veering west 7 to severe gale 9, backing southwest 4 to 6 later. Squally showers, becoming fair later, good, occasionally poor at first. Berwick-upon-Tweed to Whitby. Southwest 7 to severe gale 9, veering west 6 to gale 8, backing southwest 4 or 5 later. Showers, then fair, good, occasionally moderate at first. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. Southwest 7 to severe gale 9, veering west 5 to 7, backing southwest 4 or 5 later. Showers, good, occasionally moderate. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Southwesterly 6 to gale 8, veering westerly 5 to 7, backing southwesterly 3 or 4 later. Rain, then showers, becoming mainly fair later, good, occasionally poor at first. North Foreland to Selseyville. Southwesterly 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 at first and east, decreasing 4 or 5, then becoming variable, mainly southwesterly 2 to 4 later. Rain or drizzle, becoming fair for a time, good, occasionally poor. Selseyville to Lyme Regis. West or southwest 6 to gale 8, decreasing 4 or 5, backing south 2 to 4 later. Rain or drizzle, becoming fair for a time, good, occasionally poor. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. West or southwest 6 to gale 8, decreasing 3 to 5, then backing south or southwest later. Rain or drizzle, becoming fair for a time, good, occasionally poor. Land's End to St. David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. West or southwest 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 4 to 6, backing south or southeast 3 to 5 later. Rain at first, good, occasionally poor at first. St. David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St. George's Channel. West or southwest 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 4 to 6, backing south or southeast 3 or 4 later. Showers, good. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway. West or southwest 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 5 or 6, then decreasing 2 to 4 later. Showers, good. Isle of Man. West or southwest gale 8 or severe gale 9, decreasing 5 or 6, backing south 3 or 4 later. Showers, then mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate at first. Loch Foyle to Carlingford Loch. Westerly or southwesterly 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 at first in far north, decreasing 4 to 6, backing southerly 3 or 4 later. Squally showers, good, occasionally poor. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Westerly 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 at first in north, backing southwesterly 5 or 6, then southerly 3 or 4 later. Squally showers, good, occasionally poor. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. West, gale 8 to storm 10, decreasing 5 to 7, backing south or southwest 4 or 5 later. Squally showers, perhaps thundery at first, moderate or poor, occasionally good. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. West 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 at first, then decreasing 5 to 7, backing southwest 4 to 6 later. Squally showers, perhaps thundery at first, moderate or poor, occasionally good. And Shetland Isles. Southwest 5 to 7, veering northwest 7 to severe gale 9, perhaps storm 10 for a time, backing west 4 to 6 later. Showers, squally at first, moderate or good, occasionally poor. And that completes the shipping forecast, and that's it indeed for another day here on BBC Radio 4. On behalf of my colleague Tina Ritchie in the newsroom and myself, Al Ryan here in Broadcasting House, if you have been, thanks for listening. Good night. Yeehaw.
BBC News at midday. The Russian military says there are no survivors after one of its planes crashed in the Belgorod region. Moscow says 65 prisoners of war were on board the aircraft. The group are reportedly due to be part of a prisoner swap. The Defence Ministry in Kiev said it's trying to clarify what has happened. The Federation of Small Businesses has warned that a reduction in the number of days that Royal Mail delivers post could cause real disruption to the economy. The regulator, Ofcom, has suggested reducing letter services from 6 days a week to 5 or 3. Senior Conservatives have rallied round the Prime Minister after the former Cabinet Minister, Sir Simon Clarke, said Rishi Sunak should be replaced as Tory leader. The Home Secretary, James Cleverly, said it would be foolish to have further dissent within the party. An international team of scientists has successfully implanted an embryo into a southern white rhino for the first time. The hope is the technique can be used to save its technically extinct close cousin, the northern white rhino. That's the BBC News. Now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 1130 on Wednesday the 24th of January. There are warnings of gales in Viking, North Utsira, South Utsira, Forties, Cromarty, Forth, Tyne, Dogger, Fisher, German Bight, Humber, Thames, Rockall, Bailey, Fair Isle, Faroes and South East Iceland. The general synopsis at 0600, low Norwegian basin 972, losing its identity. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, northwest, gale 8 to storm 10, backing southwest 3 to 5, showers, good occasionally poor. North Utsira, South Utsira, Forties, Cromarty. Westerly 5 to 7 at first in North Utsira, otherwise northwesterly 7 to severe gale 9, backing southwesterly 3 to 5, then southerly 4 to 6 in Forties and Cromarty. Showers, rain later in Cromarty, good occasionally moderate. Forth, Tyne, Dogger, Fisher, German Bight, Humber. West or northwest 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 except in Forth and Tyne, backing southwest 3 to 5, then south 4 to 6 except in Fisher and German Bight. Showers, rain later, good occasionally poor. Thames, Dover, Weiss. South or southwest 5 or 6, but 7 or gale 8 at first in Thames, decreasing 3 to 5. Rain, good occasionally poor. Portland, Plymouth, North Biscay. Southwesterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later in Plymouth. Rain, good occasionally poor. South Biscay, southeast Fitzroy. Variable 2 to 4, becoming southwesterly 3 to 5. Rain, good occasionally poor. Northwest Fitzroy, Seoul. Southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in west. Rain, good occasionally poor. Lundy, Fastnet. Southwest backing southeast 3 to 5, veering southwest 5 or 6. Rain, fog patches, moderate to very poor. Irish Sea, Shannon. South or southwest 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in Shannon. Rain, good, occasionally poor. Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey. West or southwest 5 to 7, backing south 6 to gale 8 later in Rockall and 7 to severe gale 9 in Bailey. Rain, good, occasionally poor. Fair Isle, Faroes, northwest 7 to severe gale 9, backing southwest 4 to 6, then south 5 to 7. Showers, good, occasionally poor. Southeast Iceland, southwesterly 4 to 6, backing southerly 7 to severe gale 9. Showers, good, occasionally poor. And that completes the shipping forecast here on BBC Radio 4 Longwave. From the 1st of April this year, Radio 4 will stop running a separate longwave schedule. The shipping forecast, produced by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency, will continue, as it always has done, to be broadcast on other channels, including by HM Coast Guard and on BBC Radio 4 FM and DAB. If you are unable to receive DAB at your location, please search for bbc.co.uk/reception and click on Radio on Television.
Good morning, and now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Thursday the 25th of January. There are warnings of gales in South at Sarah, Fisher, German Bight, Seoul, Irish Sea, Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, Fair Isle, Faroes and Southeast Iceland. The general synopsis at 1800. High Spain 1038 expected, far southeast Biscay 1034 by 1800 Thursday. The area forecast for the next 24 hours. Viking north at Sarah, northwesterly 5 to 7, backing southwesterly 3 to 5, then southeasterly 6 to gale 8 later, perhaps severe gale 9 later, rain later, good, occasionally poor later. South at Sarah, northwesterly 7 to severe gale 9, backing southwesterly 3 or 4, then southeasterly 5 to 7 later, rain later, good, occasionally poor later. Forties, Cromarty, Forth, Tyne, Dogger, west 4 to 6, backing southwest 3 or 4, then south 5 to 7, showers, rain later, good, occasionally poor. Fisher, German Bight, northwest 7 or gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 at first in Fisher, backing southwest 3 or 4, then south 4 to 6 later, rain with fog patches later, good, occasionally very poor later. Humber, Thames, Dover, Wight, Portland, Plymouth, North Biscay. Westerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later, except in Humber and Thames. Occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. South Biscay, Trafalgar, South Fitzroy. Easterly 5 to 7 at first in southeast Trafalgar, otherwise cyclonic 3 to 5, mainly fair, good. North Fitzroy, Seoul, southwesterly veering westerly later 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later in Seoul, rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, south 3 to 5, veering southwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later in Irish Sea, perhaps gale 8 later elsewhere, rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Shannon, Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, south veering west later 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 in Bailey, but southwest 4 to 6 at first in Hebrides and Malin, rain then squally wintry showers, good, occasionally poor. Fair Isle, southwest 4 to 6, backing south or southeast 6 to gale 8, occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. Faroes, southeast Iceland, southerly or southwesterly 6 to gale 8, occasionally 5 at first in Faroes, and severe gale 9 in southeast Iceland, rain then squally wintry showers, good, occasionally poor. And now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree Automatic, southwest 4, mist, 5 miles, 1020, now falling. Stornoway, southwest 3, 12 miles, 1017, rising more slowly. Lerwick, west by north 3, 8 miles, 1014, rising. Wick Automatic, southwest by west 2, 13 miles, 1017, now falling. Aberdeen, west southwest 3, 16 miles, 1020, rising. Lucas, west by south 4, 15 miles, 1022, rising more slowly. Boomer, southwest 2, 12 miles, 1023 rising. Bridlington, west 2, 1026 rising. Sandetti light vessel automatic, west by south 4, 2 miles, 1029. St Catherine's Point automatic, west northwest 1, 1030, now falling. Jersey, southwest 4, recent fog, 8 miles, 1030, steady. Channel light vessel automatic, southwest by south 4, 1029. Scilly automatic, south-southwest 4, slight rain, 1,700 metres, 1027, falling more slowly. Milford Haven, south by east 2, mist, 1 mile, 1026, falling slowly. Aberporth, south 4, mist, 2 miles, 1026, falling slowly. Valley, south-southwest 3, mist, 1 mile, 1025, falling slowly. Liverpool Crosby, southeast by south 2, mist, 5 miles, 1026, rising slowly. Valentia, southeast by south 4, moderate drizzle, 2 miles, 1029, falling. Ronaldsway, southwest 3, 1025, now falling. Malin Head, south-southwest 3, 7 miles, 1021, now rising. Machrihanish automatic, north 3, 9 miles, 1022, now falling. Here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters for Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Wednesday, the 24th of January. The general situation. The ridge of high pressure over the British Isles will decline on Thursday morning as a frontal system arrives. This brings outbreaks of rain and strong wind to all areas and gales to the western coastal waters. Friday remains unsettled with squally showers expected in most areas before high pressure then builds later on in the south. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head including Orkney. Southwest 4 or 5, backing south or southeast 5 to 7, occasionally 4 later. Showers at first, occasional rain later. Good, occasionally moderate later. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed. Southwest 3 to 5, backing south 5 to 7. Occasional rain later. Good, occasionally moderate later. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby. Southwest 3 or 4, backing south 4 to 6. Rain later. Good, occasionally poor later. Whitby to Gibraltar Point, southwest 3 or 4, backing south 4 or 5, then veering southwest 5 or 6 later. Rain at times, good, occasionally poor. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland, westerly backing southerly 2 to 4, veering southwesterly 4 to 6 later. Rain at times, good, occasionally poor. North Foreland to Selsey Bill, variable 2 to 4, becoming southwesterly 4 or 5, then increasing 5 to 7 later. Occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis, variable 2 to 4, becoming southwest 4 or 5, then increasing 5 to 7 later. Occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. Southeast 3 or 4 at first in Lyme Bay, otherwise southwest 4 or 5, increasing 6 or 7 later. Occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. Southeasterly 3 or 4 at first in north, otherwise southwesterly 4 to 6, increasing 6 or 7 later, perhaps gale 8 later. Occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor. St David's Head to Great Ormond Head, including St George's Channel. Southeast 3 to 5, veering southwest 4 to 6, then increasing 6 to gale 8 later. Occasional rain or drizzle, then showers later. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway, southwest 3 or 4, backing southeast 4 to 6, then veering southwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later. Occasional rain or drizzle, then showers later. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. Isle of Man, south or southwest 3 or 4, backing southeast 5 or 6. soon veering south or southwest, increasing 6 or 7 later. Occasional rain or drizzle, good, occasionally moderate or poor. Lock Foyle to Collingford Lock, southwest 3 to 5, backing southeast 5 to 7, then veering west or southwest later, occasionally gale 8 later. Occasional rain, squally showers later, good, occasionally poor. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel, southerly or southwesterly 3 to 5, increasing 5 to 7. Occasional rain, squally showers later, good, occasionally poor. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurcombe Point, south 4 or 5, backing southeast 6 or 7, then veering southwest 4 to 6, then west 6 to gale 8 later. Occasional rain, squally showers later, good, occasionally poor. Ardnamurcombe Point to Cape Wrath, south or southwest 4 or 5, increasing 5 to 7, veering west 6 to gale 8 later. Occasional rain, squally showers later, good, occasionally poor. And Shetland Isles, southwest 4 or 5, backing south or southeast 6 or 7, occasionally gale 8 later. Rain later, good, occasionally moderate later. And that completes the shipping bulletin. That brings us to the end of our day's broadcasting here on Radio 4. In a couple of minutes, we'll join the BBC World Service. They'll take us through the night before we return at 5:20 here on Radio 4 with the shipping forecast and news briefing. Our digital sister station, Radio 4 Extra, has a mix of comedy, drama and factual programmes. Or, if you're in the mood for some classical music, you can turn over to Radio 3. I'd like to thank you for your company this evening. This is Joanna Keane with my colleague Al Ryan in Broadcasting House in London. We're both wishing you a safe and a very peaceful night. Good night.
BBC News at midday. A judge has said that the man who stabbed to death 3 people in Nottingham last year will be detained in a high-security hospital, probably for the rest of his life. Valdo Kalakani attacked Barnaby Webber, Grace O'Malley Kumar, and Ian Coates last June. He admitted manslaughter on the basis of diminished responsibility. Ministers have warned that knife crime in England and Wales will not immediately disappear despite new legislation going before Parliament in an attempt to restrict access to machetes and so-called zombie knives. Campaigners have expressed concern that other weapons such as swords are not included in the proposals. State media in Russia is reporting that fragments of what appears to be a missile has been found at the site where a military plane crashed yesterday. Moscow has claimed there were more than 60 Ukrainian prisoners of war on board and has accused Kyiv of shooting it down. The American singer Melody Safka has died, aged 76. She rose to fame after playing at the first Woodstock Festival in 1969 and with her 1971 hit Brand New Key. BBC News. Now, here's the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 1130 on Thursday, the 25th of January. There are warnings of gales in Viking, North Utsira, South Utsira, Forties, Cromarty, Forth, Tyne, Dogger, Fisher, German Bight, Humber, Seoul, Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, Rockhall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, Fair Isle, Faroes, and Southeast Iceland. The general synopsis at 0600. High Central Spain, 1037. Expected Biscay, 1034 by 0600 on Thursday. The area forecast for the next 24 hours. Viking, North Utsira, South Utsira, southerly or southeasterly 4 to 6, increasing 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 later, except in South Utsira, veering westerly 5 to 7 later. Rain, good, occasionally poor. Forties, Cromarty, Forth, Tyne, Dogger. South 5 to 7, veering west 6 to gale 8 later. Rain, good, occasionally poor. Fisher, German Bight. West 3 or 4, backing south 4 to 6, then veering west 6 to gale 8 later. Rain, occasional fog patches, good, occasionally very poor. Humber, Thames, Dover. South 3 to 5, increasing 5 to 7, veering west later, occasionally gale 8 later in Humber. Rain, then squally showers, good, occasionally poor. White, Portland, Plymouth, southwest 3 to 5, increasing 5 to 7, veering northwest 3 to 5 later, rain, good, occasionally poor. Biscay, west or southwest 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4 later, rain later, good, occasionally moderate later. South Fitzroy, southwest 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4, mainly fair, good. North Fitzroy, Seoul, southwesterly, veering westerly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 in Seoul, becoming variable 2 to 4 later, thundery rain, good, occasionally poor. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, west or southwest 4 to 6, increasing 6 to gale 8 for a time, rain, then squally showers, good, occasionally poor. Shannon, Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, south veering west later 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 in Bailey, rain, then thundery wintry showers, good, occasionally poor. Fair Isle, southeast veering west later 6 to gale 8, rain, then squally wintry showers, good, occasionally poor. Faroes, southeast Iceland, southerly veering westerly or southwesterly 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 in southeast Iceland, rain, then thundery wintry showers, good, occasionally poor. And that completes the shipping forecast here on BBC Radio 4 Long Wave. Now, from the 1st of April this year, Radio 4 will stop running a separate long wave schedule. The shipping forecast, produced by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency, will continue, as it always has done, to be broadcast on other channels, including HM Coast Guard and on BBC Radio 4 FM and DAB Digital Radio. If you are unable to receive DAB at your location, please search for bbc.co.uk/reception and click on Radio on Television.